All right. So yesterday we learned that when we're multiplying the same base, we can add the exponents. Okay, today it's going to work out when we're dividing, we're going to subtract the exponents. So if I have 3 to the 6th divided by 3 to the 2nd, 3 to the 6th is that many 3's, 3 to the 2nd, that many 3's. They cancel out. A 3 in the top and a 3 in the bottom, 3 in the top, 3 in the bottom. That just leaves me with a 1 in the bottom, and then the 3, there's 4 3's, which is just 3 to the 4th. So I could do then 3 to the 6 divided by 3 to the 2 is equal to 3 to the 6 minus 2. Notice I'm taking away 2 of them. Okay, so I get 3 to the 4th. So quotient of powers property, to divide powers with the same base, remember they have to have the same base, you're going to subtract their exponents. So a to the m divided by a to the n is equal a to the m minus n, 3 to the 7 minus 3, so I get 3 to the 4th. So on number 8, x to the 8th divided by x to the 2nd will be x to the 8th minus 2 equals x to the 6th. Here is showing your work. Remember, when you do your assignment, you have to show your work. Okay, you can either write the problem down and then give me the answer, or you can show me this step and the answer. X to the 12 divided by x to the 4th, that is going to be x to the 12 minus 4. So that's x to the 8th. A to the 8th divided by a to the 6th is going to be a to the 8th minus 6. When dividing, I minus my exponents. And that gives me a to the 2nd. All right, so number 11, it says Hawaii's total shoreline is 2 to the 10th miles long. New Hampshire's shoreline is about 2 to the 7th miles long. How many times longer is Hawaii's shoreline than New Hampshire's? So we go 2 to the 10th divided by 2 to the 7th. That's going to be 2 to the 10 minus 7. 2 to the 3rd. So you could have 2 to the 3rd, 2, 4, 8. 8 miles. I don't remember if you're going to put 2 to the 3rd for your answer or if you're going to put 8 for your answer. So remember, you get 2 opportunities, okay? A typical movie theater seating capacity is 3 to the 5th. Madison Square Garden seating capacity is 3 to the 9th. How many times greater is the capacity of Madison Square Garden in New York City than the typical movie theater? So we're going to go 3 to the 9th divided by 3 to the 5th. And that'll be 3 to the 9 minus 5, which is 3 to the 4th. So I don't know if you can put 3 to the 4th or if you put 81. Because that would be about how many times greater? That'd be about 81 times greater. But I don't know. I don't remember how they have that set up. All right, so here. First of all, remember, you have to look at the bases. Okay, so I have a base of 2 and a base of 2. So I can do 2 to the 5th and then minus 2. 3 is another base, 5 minus 4. And then 5 is another base, 2 minus 1, remember that 5 is 5 to the first, so 2 minus 1 is 1. So this will be 2 to the 5 minus 2 is 3, so you get 2 to the third times 3 to the 5 minus 4 is 1, but you don't need the 1, and then 5 to the 1. So you get 2 to the third times 3 times 5. And I don't remember if it says simplify or evaluate. If it says simplify, this is simplified. If it says evaluate, then that is the type of answer you'll have. Number 14, 2 to the second divided by 2, that's 2 to the second minus 1. And then we have 3 to the third divided by 3, so that'll be 3 minus 1. And then 4 to the fifth, 4 to the fourth, that'll be 4 to the 5 minus 4. 2 minus 1 is 1. You can write 2 or 2 to the first times 3 minus 2 is 2, so it's 3 to the second times, and 5 minus 4 is 1, so you can write 4 or 4 to the first. So you get 2 times 3 to the second times 4. Number 15. The 12 and 2 are the number part. 12 divided by 2 times, and then we have the w's. W to the fifth divided by the w. Well, 12 divided by 2 is 6, and this would then be 5 minus 1, so you get w to the fourth. 12 divided by 2 is 6, and w to the fifth divided by w, remember that's w to the first. 5 minus 1 is 4, so you get 6 w to the fourth. Number 16, the 24 and the 6. And then we have k to the 9th and k to the 5th. 24 divided by 6 is 4. And then k to the 9th divided by k to the 5th is k to the 9 minus 5, 4. Bolivia has a population of 10 to the 7th people. Write the population of Aruba as 10 to the 5th people. The Philippines has a population that is 10 to the 3rd times greater than Aruba's population. Put them in order from least to greatest. Well, 10 to the 7th is greater than 10 to the 5th, which is greater than 10 to the 3rd. And I believe in this one it has a drop-down window, and you put them in order. Least to greatest. I have it greatest to the least. So it would be 10 to the 3rd, the Philippines would be first, and then 10 to the 5th, Aruba, and then the Bolivia, 10 to the 7th. So the least, Philippines, to the greatest, Bolivia. So it would be 10 to the 3rd, then 10 to the 5th, and then 10 to the 7th. All right. That's it. All right, you're going to go do the assignment. Remember, you have, if you get it right, it's green. If you get it partially right, it's orange, I think it has it. It's an off color, but you can always keep redoing that until you get it to be green. And then if it's red, that means you've already done it like a full once or twice and it marks it wrong. You can just do another problem, click on there, try again or try another one. And when you try another one, if you get it right, it'll change it to green. So you can change an orange or a red to green by trying another problem. So you couldn't get them all correct if you wanted to. All right, go ahead. You're doing 1.2, day 2. 1.2, day 2. Remember to write it down and show all your work. Write it down and show all your work.